Target eliminated.
Hey, got time to swing by the agency? While our business license still hasn't come, I've got a genius idea that needs your help. Time waits for no one. If we act even a minute too late, we might miss our chance to send the Tithonus away. Whether this plan works at all is up to you.
Why do I feel so off? I can't ignore it at all. I better head back to the agency and check it out. Barry, I'm here.
Perfect timing. I just finished the list. Look at this. Plenty of people who have received the divine...
Oh.
And... obviously, we need to figure out a way to pique their interest. The people of So I thought, why not go door to door and give them a crash course in funeral customs and practices? Once they...
Just by word of mouth? Even as a newcomer, I can tell the people's belief in immortality runs...
Come on, you won't know till you try. As Lockhart's first funeral parlor, we have no customer base.
Boss is all fired up, but the actual heavy lifting is done by the employee.
Hey, what kind of talk is that? As the boss, of course I've got more important matters to handle myself. Stuff that concern... The owner's plan will naturally come together. You'll find out when the time arrives. If I keep explaining...
The transmit array's already set up. At least tell me where I should...
There's an old man named Blake. The destination is right near his home. Shirley's keeping an eye on the agencies.
All right. Don't rush me.
No worries. Be careful out there. If you fall out of the sky again...
That was a one-time thing. This transmit array... Now that the acting Archon is gone, Shirley...
Me?
You're going to sneak into the old man Blake's house with me. And then we'll use the transmit array to bring back every piece of furniture.
Stealing?
It's just borrowing. Once Hypnos Agency opens and we make enough money, I'll pay it all back.
So, we should steal furniture to fool our customers?
Ever since Blake's divine call, he can barely see anything. With the acting arc... Worst case scenario, if we get caught, I'll take the blame.
But the natural will is under close supervision. If you commit a crime like this...
No, she won't. Unless Dad will keep... And the acting Archon has already left. It'd be such a waste to just toss out the plan I devise.
I suppose...
Then I'll take that as a yes. I'm heading out first.
Huh? Wait! Looks like I can't talk her out of this. Barry, wait, Huh? This place is...
In the first sprout, life is born. In the sacred light, all flesh blooms. Make us whole in life unending. Make us whole in peace and joy. Make us whole in life unending. Make us whole in peace and joy.
What's that noise?
God grants life. God calls mankind. God punishes sinners. God favors the righteous.
The communicator's got no signal at all. This place doesn't look anything like the client's home Barry mentioned. What is it then?
In the first sprout, life is born. In the sacred light, all flesh blooms.
Aberrant! Right. Just stay over there. This is... What do you mean? You're... But why? You can understand what I'm saying, right? It's gone. What a strange Oh, right. Now that we're in Lockhart, could this be where the Tithonus live? But how could this slide...
Where is this? Where's Barry?
Over here! Over here! I just forgot to grab something, so I'm a bit late. Blake's place is just up ahead.
Barry, are you sure this is the place? An old man living alone? In a house this big?
That's why I chose this place. If he's got a house like this, he's gotta be loaded. A rich person's mind is often open to new opportunities.
That's not necessarily true.
Forget about all that. Get to work.
Okay. It's my first time doing this sort of thing. I'm a little nervous.
Who is it? What can I...
What's wrong with this old man's eyes?
I'm Blake. You're not a voice I
I'm with the Hypnos Agency. Based on what we've gathered, your situation is a perfect fit for our services. Would you like to hear more?
A solicitor? I'm not interested.
How do you know you're not interested if you haven't even heard me out? It'll be quick. Just 3 minutes.
I said I don't need it. Can't you understand that? If you don't leave now,
Boss, why don't you say something? Huh? Where'd you go? What is she doing?
Who are you mumbling to all by yourself? If you've got nothing else to say, leave.
Barry's still inside. I don't know what she's trying to... Wait a moment. Early customers get a discount. If you choose our funeral services, you won't have to suffer through pain anymore, and you can depart from this world with dignity.
Nonsense! Divine call is a gift granted to us by the God of life. How can you call it...
You're mistaken. It's not a trick. It's a sacred rite, just like the divine call.
Absurd! The dead are sinners! You should be thanking the God of life, not peddling sinners' right. These young people nowadays have all been brainwashed by that so-called natural will, always chasing after dark, evil things. What are you standing there for? Get out!
What are you doing sneaking around like that?
Let go of me!
Barry?
Huh? What's going on? Looks, why is there a woman?
What are you doing here? What's with all the sneak?
What do you mean, what am I doing here? This is my...
Skull!
Looks?
Not good.
Lord White. Yes. She came to deliver medicine. The council sent a young errand girl, but she...
Oh, if it was sent to the wrong place, just request it again.
Even so, she made a mistake, and she can fix it. But if you...
What's there to worry about? Receiving the divine call is a blessing.
All right. Is the person next to you the one who was ringing the doorbell early?
Oh, I heard someone screaming in the room, so I came in to help.
You con artist! Who gave you permission to follow me?
Did you not just say be more tolerant of others?
Sales pitch? Sir, don't worry. I'll handle this. You, come here.
No, you've got it all wrong.
What legitimate business? You're only saying that out of fear of looks.
Funerary service.
This is a big misunderstanding.
Shut your mouth. You've got some nerve daring to speak ill of the god of life like that. The gift.
Yes.
Sir, let me take you out to the garden to relax. As for that pushy salesman and their bad business, not with the old man here, Barry. You two, wait for me in the living room.
Got it. Luke's the... They're finally gone. Acting arc.
Hey! Seriously, what are these two even playing at? Skull seems to know Mr. White pretty well. What is this weird sister and brother pair really up to? Barry... How could Barry have an admission notice to the God-favored council here? And the one underneath is actually a dismissal notice? B and S. Are these height notches? The line for S suddenly shot up one year and went past B, and all the records stopped after 3587.
Luke's... skull?
Mind your business. If you won't look after Dad, someone...
Your voice and face are both different now. I'm the one who hasn't changed. So how am I supposed to secretly look after Dad?
Huh. So secretly looking after Dad is impossible. But stealing from him is no big deal.
You act as if that's even comparable. As for how I got in, it...
Secret passage? You mean that lousy dog door in the corner?
I knew you'd remember.
The young lady of the White family, suddenly returning yet won't even use the front gate. You have to
Sorry to...
Yeah.
I'll have a word with her later. As for that old...
He's our father.
You two, why are you acting like thieves in your own home? What?
None of your business. Let us focus on the more important things. What do you do?
Of course it's my business. I didn't know ahead of time that she had
You didn't know. Big sis, you're still good at covering your tracks, even...
I really do want to sell Dad on the business. We just don't have the money to furnish. How can it be considered stealing if it's my own house? I'm sneaking around because I'm trying to keep Dad's blood pressure down. If he hears I'm back...
Do you even hear how ridiculous that excuse sounds?
Ugh! The plan was flawless. If you hadn't stopped me, I'd have...
If word got out the White family's eldest daughter was stealing from her own house, you'd obliterate the entire family's...
I didn't want to either, but I've already sunk all my money into getting that transmit array. Speaking of the transmit array... Shirley!
What happened to Shirley?
After you left, I called Shirley to come help with the furniture.
You even called Shirley over? Your transmit array isn't going to send her to no...
At the worst, the transmit coordinates were just a tiny bit off. You and Shirley are both employees of my
let me go instead. This is your home. Stay here and She's already
A divine statue? The floor and walls are damp. Looks like the room's owner is a devout follower of the god of life. Could this be the Blake that Barry's targeting? Adult clothes. And kids, too. Men's and women's styles both. Could this be a family of 4? Why are there space rift parts here? Right. In Barry's words, that'd be a transmit array part. Weird. Wait. That pendant that Tithonus gave me.
Shirley! Finally found you! What are you doing out here?
Oh, Barry.
Come on, even you're asking me what I'm doing here? I'm telling you, this is I was about to ask you the same thing. We agreed to move the furniture together.
Authorizer?
Don't worry, they're doing just fine. They're downstairs right now, keeping the customers calm. We've got this.
Barry, the owner of...
Huh? Why? I'm talking about that old widower Blake. His temper's out of control.
He chewed you out, and you're still stealing?
If anyone dares move a piece of furniture even half a centimeter, he'll grab a search all of Lockhart, and you won't find a blind old man who runs fast. Since his wife answered the divine call at a young age, he wouldn't let us... because he was worried that if she ever...
Barry...
I mean, this old stick in the mud is way too stingy. He won't even... My master once taught me that only by letting things go can you make room for new to grow. If...
Oh, come to think of it, could the Tithonus, the one who gave me this pendant in that mysterious space, actually be the lady?
So, we're doing our good deed for the...
Oh, it's nothing. It's just...
I see. Using a transmit array...
Oh, I couldn't understand what she was saying back then. And if she's
Let's not waste any more time. Chop chop! Once we move the set...
Please. Huh?
What's wrong with you today? You're
Barry, did...
Hear what? Besides the snores from the old man...
Why isn't he...
Hey.
What?
Why are you...
Sorry, I was...
I'm heading out to hunt now.
Are you going out hunting?
The old man's chrono capsules are running low. I need to pry...
Chrono capsules?
Sure. But poaching and unauthorized processing both violate... If you want legitimate chrono capsules, you have to hire hunters from the council to gather it. Then send them to the refinery to get... And the Roughstone Hunters and Refinery I mentioned are all official organizations set up by the God-favored council.
You're not worried the council will find out? Don't get too cocky. Who knows?
Huh? With your strength, taking on a few rough stone...
Hey! Weren't you the one just warning me I'd be severely punished if I got caught? Are both you and Barry trying to throw me under the...
If I weren't in a hurry, I wouldn't ask for your help. It's your boss who messed up. Listen, I'll pay you a commission. Take that money to cover the renovation costs for your lousy agency. And that idiot Barry will have... All in all, you make money.
So, Barry's got yet an...
Looks like you've got your own issues with her too. Fine, deal. I'll go give the old man a heads up, and we'll head out.
I can understand the God-favored council wanting to control chrono production. But is it really necessary to restrict Roughstone hunters?
It's to keep the Roughstone beast population under control. Once they lose their Roughstone, they die.
Then why are you poaching? Aren't you all about nature above all? How could you contribute to their extinction?
The God-favored council prevents their extinction to ensure the sustained production of chrono capsules. From my point of view, Roughstone beasts and Tithonus's are cursed creatures, unnatural things. They're better off wiped out. We've arrived. Roughstone beasts often wander around here, and the open sightlines make fighting easier. It's an excellent hunting ground. To brew the chrono capsules, we need extract Roughstones of different purity levels. I'll go deal with the monsters over there and set up the extraction gear for the brew. As for you, you'll be helping me out. Your task is to hunt down one fox raptor and one rattlescale beast, and take the Roughstone from their bodies. Once you've got the Roughstone, go find the last additive that'll make the broth easier to make, like special sea glow celery.
I thought sea glow celery was just a cooking ingredient. Is the special kind different? With some effect that eases the effects of the divine call?
You're overthinking it. The medicinal residue left from purifying the chrono is bitter as hell. I add it for one reason only. It masks the bitterness. The special kind just tastes sweeter.
Skull, I didn't expect you to be so considerate.
Enough chatter. Go get it. Then come back here and hand it over to me. If anything goes wrong, blow this whistle. Nice work. Next, all that's left is to add the materials and simmer them. Make sure you add them in this order. Rattlescale Beast Rough Stone, Fox Raptor Rough Stone, then Special Cyclo Celery.
Does the order matter? What happens if I get it wrong?
It'll taste bad.
Just that?
What do you mean, just? You have no idea how hard that old man is to deal with. Hurry up, the water's already boiling. Good. Next is the Fox Raptor Rough Stone. Great. And last is the Perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. Thanks for your hard work.
Skull, I'm still a little confused about the Roughstone beasts.
Eager to learn, huh? Go on.
Roughstone beasts die if they lose their Roughstone, but with it, they heal like the Lockhart people. Does that mean the key to immortality is Roughstone?
Not quite. Roughstone and immortality aren't directly related. After all, humans can't grow crystals like that in their bodies. The medicine brewed from the Roughstone can ease the effects of the Divine Call, but whether it has any connection to the Lockhart people's immortality curse is still unknown. I've been thinking, maybe the Reaper foretold by the Prophet has some way to end the curse. But that's just speculation. You're taking this so seriously. Don't tell me you actually have a way to break the curse.
I've said it 10,000 times. I'm not the Reaper. Still, I do have some methods from Asperia. This thing you've developed from Roughstones is similar to the Omnium tech from where I'm from.
What do you mean?
I don't want to say anything before I'm completely sure.
Huh? This is the closest I've come to death in 100 years. If you can really come up with something worthwhile, I'd even be willing to offer my body for your research.
That sounds a bit weird.
Hey, I'm dead serious.
Sorry, but this concerns the safety of all Lockhart. I'm just a tourist who brought Shirley here on vacation. If I'm really going to wade into this mess, I need to ask Shirley what she thinks first.
You're so calm. My old man's getting worse by the day. If he misses his divine ritual, we'll just be repeating the same mistake all over again.
Let me ask you this. If I really found a way to end the life of all Lockhart people, could you steel yourself to put your father to rest? I'm not lying to you. The pain of losing someone important can stay with you for a very, very long time, and you may never get over it. Are you ready for that?
I don't know. Maybe the moment Mom turned into Tithonus, I'd already gotten a taste of what it meant to lose someone important.
Mom? So, according to Mr. White's, your mother has already gone to the Divine Realm?
Yeah. Not long after I was born, she received the Divine Call. As far back as I can remember, Mom spent most of her time in bed and never lived anything like a normal life.
You think your mother's Divine Call was abnormal?
Obviously, if someone's in bed every day, coughing up blood, relying on medicine just to stay awake and sane, how could they possibly be normal?
What about Mr. White and Barry? Did they just stand by and let this happen to your mother?
That's what pisses me off the most. Everybody could hear Mom coughing all day and crying all night, and yet not a single person in that house thought anything of it. I asked my father why he could stand by and do nothing. He only said it was a trial of the divine call, the highest honor for the people of Lockhart. I asked my sister how the god of life could have tormented our mother, and all she did was parrot father. She didn't have a single thought of her own.
How can this be? Even Barry doesn't think it's strange.
Because Mom herself didn't even think it was strange. Even when she was in excruciating pain, all she'd say was that it'd be fine once she got to the divine realm.
Skull.
Sorry. I haven't talked to anyone about this in a long time. I got a little too worked up.
It's okay. I'm not bothered. I just think growing up in an environment like this must have been really hard for you.
You get used to it. No matter how confused or angry I felt, I'd act like I understood and stay quiet. And before I knew it, I'd grown up.
So, how did you end up joining the natural will? Done pretending with everything?
Pretty much. After Barry left home to study, Mom's condition kept getting worse, and she could only rely on special grade chrono capsules. I just couldn't stand by and watch. That's when I met the natural will and learned death was the only antidote to the divine call. But when my mother's divine ritual ended, I still had no new leads. Now that old man's been hit by divine call too, Mom's ordeal is going to play out all over again. But now with Dad this time. What a mess.
But your parents are so devout. Why did Barry want your father to be the first customer? She should have known it wouldn't work, right?
How would I know what she's thinking? You should ask her. If we keep talking, the medicine will get cold. Let's head back.
Quick, quick, quick! While Scarl's not
Is this real?
It's fine, it's fine. An old man living in a— Look out! Ow!
Huh?
Barry,
Ow!
That voice. Barry, you...
Oh no. It's not me, sir. I'm here on Mook's behalf.
I've received the divine call, not gone completely senile. What? Now you're leaving your precious hush-nose...
the White family. Barry,
Let's discuss this later. I was just passing by and thought I'd grab a few...
7 years without a word. And when you finally come home, you don't...
Dad,
Fine. A mangy stray is a mangy stray.
You're calling it...
All these years, you've been messing around, joining the council. Once you've cleared your head, go back to the...
I'm serious. I don't quit Dad, listen to me. When I was away this time, I met a real
Enough! The dead? A mortician? And still you spout this blasphemous...
Dad!
Looks like you still haven't If I wasn't clear enough, never set foot in this house again. You're...
Dad, you look...
Mr. White!
Get away! Don't touch...
What do you all... Mr. White! You two!
Luke's is...
Yes, I brought the medicine back. Sir, please don't be angry.
You're right. My son and daughter are...
Yes. But sir, you really mustn't get angry anymore.
Say what?
You're always like this. You never listen to a word anyone says. What divine call?
You dare to mention Megan. If you care so deeply for your mother, then tell me, where were you during her divine ritual? Even that good-for-nothing younger brother of yours had the sense to return and see her. Nothing to say, huh? We told ourselves our Barry was valued. I never imagined you'd end up betraying the god of life and join...
Sir, don't dwell on the past for now. Here, swallow...
Move aside. Let me finish what I was saying. You really are all so spoiled. Until the divine call, Megan kept making excuses for you. But you let us down. You weren't your mother's brightest star. You were the...
Sir, you really mustn't get upset anymore. Miss White, it's getting late. Please leave immediately.
Luke's... Luke's...
I'm here, sir.
I can't hear...
Why the hell isn't this medicine working? Stop scratching!
Archon, Shirley, are you...
We're fine. That out-of-control aggression...
He's fine. Once the effects of the chronocapsule wear off, the divine call retaliates. Scarl, stop standing there.
He's still shaking.
Lost soul, accept the god's mercy.
God of life,
Dad, it's okay now. It doesn't hurt anymore.
Barry...
Sleep, Dad. If you get some sleep, Mom will make you some delicious...
Oh...
Okay. So, please don't be mad anymore.
Thank goodness. Mr. White's breathing.
There's nothing seriously wrong for now. Just sleep it off. Keep taking your medicine. And when you wake up...
Come to think of it, back in Hesperia, the reason Barry was
Your technique's gotten worse.
Huh? The old man's sleeping just fine. You little brat.
I'm serious. If this were the you from before, your casting would be a lot sharper and more decisive.
That's because, for a true mortician, the feelings of the living and the dead matter equally.
Mom was right after all. The one who calls other people
You actually used Mom against...
Authorizer. I think...
It's really not as bad between them as...
Stop whispering in here. The old man needs his rest. If you've got something...
If you're all going downstairs, I'll stay here and...
Can you manage on your own?
Don't worry. I used to be a nurse at the shelter.
Still needing furniture? I just had them help me hunt and make medicine, so I paid them. If that still isn't enough, I'll let you move the furniture out of your own bedroom.
Really? Awesome! Don't worry, as long as the agency... But after going out together this time...
We just made a deal. What's so great?
You talked on and on about your own life.
You! Shut up!
Ew, ew, ew! So you're shy. Pretty cute, right? He was a lot more straightforward when he was little than he is now. Good thing he hasn't changed.
Who's bratty? Shut up!
Why not just admit you care about Dad? No need to beat around the bush and pretend to be...
Shut up already! Get downstairs and move your...
Now that you mention it, I recall Barry mentioning that Skull's entire face and voice...
While I was searching for a way to die, I kept testing things on myself. My vocal cords were damaged too, and when they healed, my voice changed.
I see.
Come see me.
It's...
Only you.
that voice again. I think I just heard... No, this is Lockhart.
Shirley, you're here.
You know my name?
I am Megan White, Blake White's wife and Barry and Scarl's mother.
Mrs. White? Aren't you...
Exactly.
Why am I able to come...
Perhaps you're special. In all the years I do not know the reason behind it, but God...
A long chair...
The pendant I gave you earlier was a gift from my husband before, but I've been in the divine realm for so many years. And the trials of the... How are Scarl and Barry...
Please rest assured. They're both doing very well. There haven't been any
Please give the pendant back to my husband. Tell him to...
Okay.
Thank you. Shirley, I have one more favor to...
Huh? Why? If Mr...
They can't know. You absolutely can't say it. In all my days in the divine realm, I haven't seen any other servants. And I don't know whether they're still... What if I'm the only one like this? What if the god of life brought down this punishment because I am a selfish mother. I only ask as for the rest. Just...
I understand.
Thank you.
Mr. White.
You are...
I'm Barry's friend. Just now, your divine call caught... Luke's is downstairs helping the others clean up the living room. Don't worry. We're all...
Well...
Oh, by the way, I found this pendant when I went upstairs. The photo inside is exactly the same.
Wedding photo?
Mr. White, please don't rush.
This texture...
So, this was yours,
No, it's my wife. But Megan clearly had these things.
Shirley! Where did you run off to?
Coming! Well then, I'll take my leave now.
Wait,
I'm Shirley.
Shirley, take this pendant to Barry.
Aren't you keeping it?
No. If Megan is at peace and the... Shirley, could you write up a request form for me?
You actually agreed?
How could I believe something like that? I don't know if...
Most of the things have already been moved, so we should head back too. Scarl, I'll leave Dad in your care.
Don't worry. There's no chance of that.
Shirley, you look like you've got something on.
Just now, while I was taking care of Mr. White upstairs.
Isn't this the commission form I filled out? Dad agreed?
What did you...
Wait, don't jump to conclusions. Mr. White did sign it, but the deceased this funeral was booked for isn't him.
Blake White.
Yes. Mr. White claimed he still couldn't accept the idea of the natural will.
Let me see. This is the pendant Dad gave Mom.
This pendant clearly went with Mom to the Divine Realm back then.
I found it by the staircase in the old house. He said he'd once looked at heretical pamphlets Barry had left at home. Inside this pendant is Mrs. White's best portrait. He wants to give it to Hypnos agents.
Dad.
Where do you think you're going?
Move aside. I'm going upstairs to find...
Not right now. He just took his medicine, and his body can't take...
Darn it! Luke's, you'd better listen up.
What are you freaking out about now? I'm standing right in front of you.
I'm talking to Luke's right now. Luke's, tell that stubborn old man for me that I've taken this commission. Once I take this furniture back and set up the age... And... say thanks to him for...
Enough with the talk. I get it. If you're leaving, then hurry up and go.
Shirley, acting Archon, put this contract away and send everything else into the transmit array. Done and dusted. Told you, once the furniture's set up and...
I only ask that you help carry this longing to my husband, Barry. Why don't you stop and take a breather for a bit?
What's up? What's going on?
What Mr. White said today at your home.
Hurtful remarks? You mean calling me a quitter or saying I was blaspheming Lockhart's faith?
I mean the part where your dad blamed you for missing Miss...
Right. He wasn't wrong to scold me.
Sorry.
I wasn't really that upset. I was studying at the council back then, so all I could think was those who enter the divine realm. Before that, I heard from a Tithonus family I'd been caring for but by the time I rushed home with the medicine... Mom, I guess it's more regret than anything. I just don't know if she can still feel pain in the... Why did I even bring this up? Seriously, Shirley, you were the one who started this conversation.
Barry, Mrs. White, she never blamed you. And she never forgot her husband.
Huh?
More than that, as a mother, she knew her children well. She knew that you and Scarl were both set in your ways. And she knew that behind every choice, there were unspeakable hard. So she'd rather you cast off those shackles and live the life you want at your own.
You seem awfully sure. You make it sound...
Because I have. No, I mean, I've seen Mrs. White's photo. Mrs. White in that photo was if she knew her daughter had gone so far just to bring her peace, she'd only feel heartbroken.
Surely, you don't actually think I've been
Huh?
Of course you're wrong. I'm their daughter. Nobody My mom wasn't petty. As for that hot-headed old man, yeah, he was He was going to lock me in that house unless I agreed to go back to the council. Luckily, to follow nature's will, to let endings return to peace, and to spare people the pain.
I see. So seeing how determined you are, I actually feel relieved. Thank me.
If it weren't for you, I probably would have never gotten to see that stubborn old man give in. Honestly. Whether it's this old pendant or these old pieces of furniture, you smell that? This sofa still has that cedar scent from the old house.
Skull? Yeah, he looks scary, but he's still a
Of course! Honestly, what did you—
What is it?
At first, Scarl was the one who claimed this sofa as his hiding spot. Dad even told me that when I grew up, I could move the sofa into my room.
Barry?
Dad,
Barry?
Why aren't you washing up?
Earlier, Barry and I talked for a long time about her family.
She...
Again? I see. Barry, Skull, even Mr. White.
Why do I feel like I've heard this? You seem...
I'm just worried. If I keep some feelings buried to protect the people I care about. It's nothing. I just, thought of...
Huh?
Back then, when Mr. White lost control...
Don't beat yourself up over it. It happened so suddenly.
No, it was an emergency and I couldn't react in time.
Scared of yourself.
I'm scared that
You're worrying too much. Don't forget, we're in Lockhart right now. Don't worry. If you actually tried to hit him, Mr. White would...
I know you're teasing me on purpose. No matter where we are, whenever you're in danger, I could have worked alongside because the moment I try to draw on my power, those memories of... I can't forget the destruction I caused when I lost my mind. I can't... Valkyrie was right. I can't control the power I have at all. I've been...
Surely.
What I'm even more scared of is... if I ever lose control, but... if my cowardice and hesitation...
So you're apologizing because you couldn't protect me?
Yeah.
How could that be? I just believe keeping such thought. You're afraid of losing control and hurting others. But you're also...
Yes.
But surely, feeling that way at all if you hadn't listened to Mr. White's true feelings and given that pendant to Barry, and this is something no amount of... Of course, you did great. As for losing control, Lockhart's probably the best place for it. We've been...
Thank you. I don't know why, actually. When I heard you say Skull was willing to help us study this body the sage altered, and all those times I want to help them figure out a new way to ease the pain of the divine
Are you sure? You might...
I want to try. Even if I get hurt, I don't want to keep running.
All right then. But just so we're clear, if there ever comes a day when you feel like you need someone to... Even if the past tries to drag you into the... We made a promise.
Right. Authorizer. If I ever revert...
It's a deal. For now, set those heavy burdens...
Okay. Skull, about what you mentioned yesterday, we'd be very happy to have you join us in researching the Lockhart people's immortality and divine call.
Is that so?
Actually, the Authorizer and I both come from the Lost Lands, where death still exists. We were destined to live and die as mortals, but unlike the Authorizer, I had a serious accident. After coming to Lockhart, I realized that the pain I went through in becoming an immortal was strikingly similar to the ordeal people here endure when they undergo the divine call. If you're willing to work alongside me, you might be able to find a way to ease the pain of those undergoing a divine call, and even why the Reaper abandoned this land.
Well, I'll be. For such a timid-looking girl, you're a lot more direct than them.
Who are you calling a girl? Forget it. Since he's praising Shirley...
With an opportunity like this handed right to me, I've got no reason to turn it down. All right. Deal.
Then it's a deal. But aside from the experiment, Skull, there are a few personal things I need to tell you about Barry.
What kind of spell did that pipsqueak cast on you all? Why is everybody so eager to help her?
I understand that Barry missing Mrs. White's divine ritual was an ordeal. But Barry had set out, trying to find a remedy that could eat because she missed it in the end. She's been blaming herself ever since. At this point, I'm asking you to try to forgive your sister.
You don't actually think I've been at odds with her all these years just because I was mad she didn't go to Mom's divine ritual, do you?
You're not?
Of course not. That self-righteous idiot. I already knew she went looking for a remedy back. I just can't stand her. She barely reaches my shoulder, yet she keeps acting like she's the big sister and trying to handle everything on her own.
Huh?
Lukes! Lukes, where are...
This old man. I swear he can't catch a break for a second. I'm heading out now. We've got the experiment settled. Goodbye. Thank you all.
Those two. No wonder they're
This courtyard hasn't changed in 200 years. It looks like I'm stuck with this old...
I heard this house was brought over from Ivory Town exactly as it was. After your wife's divine ritual, for a hefty sum.
Yeah. This house is full of memories of my... Even with my eyes shut, I could find every room in this house and recognize
every brick? That if I let go now, can you still find your way?
Want to try letting go?
No. Let me support you. But if you're so attached to the house, why move at all?
My son joined the natural will, and my daughter got kicked out of the council. The gossip about our family keeps getting worse and worse. I couldn't bear with it anymore.
So many gossipers.
So you're standing up for me now, huh?
Sorry, I lost my cool and said something I shouldn't have.
If that little brat Scarl had even half your thoughtfulness, I'd be happy.
Is your son really such a disgrace?
You don't know. That kid's always been full of sneaky ideas. Take this yard, for example. When the weather was nice, he loved playing out here with his sister. But once dinner was ready, no matter... Once he was a little older, it became his hiding place to play hooky. His sister had...
What a handful. Could this young master's temper have come from his mother?
Megan wore her heart on her sleeve. Whenever I was helpless with the kids, Megan was the one who stepped in to mediate. Tell me, have I been a failure? Luke, you're not the first volunteer.
What?
I've lived alone for so long. I'm not used to having young people around. When it came to you, though, I couldn't.
Why?
When you took my hand for the first time, it reminded me of the days when I used to run through the courtyard. Your hand is a bit colder than normal.
I didn't expect to run into you like this. Seems I'm really meant to cross paths with you, sir.
Meeting you was fate. Meeting Scarl?
Not at all. Even a rebellious son would worry if he knew his father had gone through the divine call, wouldn't he? Why not call him home and see?
Worry about me? If he actually came home, he'd end up the same as his sister.
Then maybe it's better if you don't see each other, so you don't get worked up again. Whenever you miss your son, just hold my hand a little longer.
By the way, does that commission still need a deposit?
Not yet. Mrs. White just sent a letter, so I'm heading out now.
Go on. Don't worry about it. Shirley, are you in here?
Mr. White? Didn't Luke's just go looking for you? Why are you out here alone?
He probably went to find his own... No, he probably went to pay your boss the deposit. Forget about that. There's something... we didn't have time to talk it through, and then I fell ill again. So, tell me the truth. Where did you get Megan's pendant?
I'm sorry. I did hide part of the truth from you. I've had surgery before, so I'm more sensitive to omnium than most people. That day, on the staircase landing in the old manor, I noticed a spot where the omnium felt off. I tried reaching in. In that hazy, folded space, I found this...
Shirley, why didn't you tell me about this sooner? Touching an unknown spatial rift with your bare hands is
Sorry, Authorizer. The fluctuation was so faint, I thought it was just after effects from my surgery making me imagine things, so I didn't say anything.
A rift space? No, that was definitely no illusion. My dear, you're no servant. You must have an incredibly rare blessing from the God of Life. Only...
You've misunderstood, Mr. White. I don't think any god favors me. I've never felt anything like divine grace. I'm just a normal person who was still lost, still scared, but because of one sudden change, had to grow up overnight. I didn't come to Lockhart to pursue immortality or seek out the divine realm. I just hoped to find the meaning of my existence.
A normal person forced to grow up too soon, huh? The pain and suffering we see in this world, what are they, if not Shirley? Whether you believe in divine favor or not, you brought Megan's lingering thoughts back to me from the divine realm. You are destined to become an emissary, one who travels between the divine realm and this one, carrying echoes for those lost at the boundary.
You always insist on toughing it out alone. Why not rely on your big sister a little more?
You? I thought my resolve to pursue the Reaper was unshakable. But am I really ready to face true death?
Master said no one can ever be ready to face death. It's okay if you're still not sure. Let's go seek the truth together.
Don't try so hard to act all grown up, Pipsqueak.
Hey, is that how you talk to your...
Ow, ow, ow.
Say that again.
Huh? You've never acted like a big sister anyway.
That's not enough. Say you're sorry.
Pipsqueak sure knows how to throw a punch.
Surely, Acting Archon, you're back. Come, look at this.
This is the business license.
It really went through, huh? Congratulations, Harmophius. What are you doing here?
The license was brought over by the kind and wonderful Harmophius.
Don't be like that. I was just worried you were up to something, so I had to check for myself. Besides, I was only dropping this off on my way somewhere else.
Thanks, Harmophius.
No need to thank me. If it's for the happiness of the Lockhart people, I'm more than willing to help.
Now that we've got the business license, we're just one step away from opening for real. With a name like Hypnos Agency, I'm going to design a sign that shows off our philosophy.
You've already got an idea?
Yep. I want it to have a coffin backdrop with letters that look like little skeletons.
This kind of design doesn't really fit Hypnos Agency's mission of helping people with their everyday troubles.
Huh? What do you mean, helping people with their everyday troubles? I didn't open some all-purpose fixer shop. The registration info says exactly what we do. Acting Archon, what'd you snatch my license for?
This is my first time applying for a business license. As for the sign, we can just hire a professional designer. Attracting customers is what matters most.
Yeah. First, we've got to get them to let their guard down.
Harmophius, Barry just likes that style. Don't read too much into it.
What a horrifying sense of style.
What's so frightening about it? Death is like a cool summer night. A quiet rest where all worries fade away.
Harmophius, didn't you have a meeting with someone? Are you sure you have enough time?
I don't know what you're all arguing about, but you're right. If I have time later, I'll stop by Hypnos Agency again. For now, I'll take Barry, if you start scheming again, I'm fully capable of revoking your business license. Remember how precious life is when helping others. You're always welcome back at the God-favored council.
Yeah, I know. Every time we meet, you try to talk me into it, but I'm not going to consider it, so give it up already.
You're really slow.
I was on the way to help your sister pick up the business license. Got held up a bit.
You're helping with that too? Do you even know what her agency does?
Yeah, I know. Taking orders, picking up packages, delivering takeout, repairing...
Funny.
What? You're her younger brother and you don't even know? You really don't care enough about your family. Barry tells me all about you, you know.
Enough. I've heard that kind of preaching for over 100 years. I'm sick of it. I called you over to pay you back. Here, take this bag of coin.
Huh? Since when did you owe me money?
It's not mine. It's Barry's rent. I paid it for her first. Now that she's left the council, it wouldn't be appropriate for her to still owe you money.
Fair enough. I'll accept that. And what I said about you not caring about your family...
Suit yourself. Doesn't bother me either way. No matter what any of you think of me, as long as my mission stays the same, I won't change a thing about what I do.
Including chasing after the Reaper, turning your back on God's mercy, and stubbornly repeating the same mistake?
I can't even stand talking to you. The money's paid back.
I haven't even said anything yet. I really don't... Awaiting command.
Lechesis? That you?
Hey, didn't you ask me about ship repairs before? I might have stumbled upon a sweet deal for you.
This might come off a bit sudden. I hope I'm not bothering her. Still, based on what happened the last time I saw her, she doesn't talk much, but she seems really reliable. Should be fine.
Pipeline pressure overload. Ship systems are failing. This isn't good. Initiate emergency protocols. Darn it! Is there really nothing I can do? Is there anyone out there?
What's going on? Someone's in trouble!
Need a hand? Leave it to me. Standing before you is none other than the hero who saved countless travelers from danger, journeyed across time and space to help the helpless.
Huh?
Aster, I didn't believe your story at first, but you really are.
Before we head out, Miss Aster still needs to get ready. Please give us a moment.
"5 days, 7 hours, 8 minutes, and 6 data sync complete. Unit 33, your thought process as a prototype household robot, I naturally take...
Those guys at Anchor Infinity, they're both the athletes and the referee.
This ain't the first time this has happened. Corlon must have seen right through those guys when she decided to leave Angkor and start her own business in Ors. They control the main shipping routes, and they've monopolized the supply chain for spare parts. Any independent shipyard hoping to land a decent job has to dance to their tune. It's a blatant money grab. Corlon made...
Thanks for waiting. Let's go.
Bet you didn't expect to see us here, huh? Make it quick. Grab everything.
Pirates! Everyone, stay sharp!
Mr. Dmitri? Are you all okay?
Miss, what are you doing?
Hey, you all okay? I'm Ulu, guard team leader here at Driftstar Haven.
You reckon it's gonna work out this time?
What? The negotiation?
It feels like we've been doing fine as is, even without this deal. So long as Anchor Infinity stays out of it, those pirates won't amount to much. What's that saying again? When the sniper...
No one can top my Starship Pixie Cop.
Oh, come on, Fitz. That get up so bad you'd crush a kid.
Watch out for space-time turbulence when crossing interstellar routes! Does that sound authentic?
Excuse me, out of the way! Oh no, is the Starship Pixie adventure plan really over for today? Huh?
What are you doing? Oh, come on. We've got a little time to spare. Might as well hang out and soak up the local culture, right?
Huh. Haven't seen those two before. Are they Demetri?
Is it that obvious? I can never keep track of who's who.
I could smell outsider on them from a mile away. Plus, I just saw them help.
No, I don't like kids.
Mr. Dimitri, we're looking forward to hearing your thoughts.
That's Mr. Dimitri.
In summary, while we respect Driftstar Haven's faith in the Starship Pixie, the growing expansion of Anchor Infinity and the increasing pirate activity can't be ignored. If Driftstar Haven continues...
Taught a lesson?
Getting noisy. What's going on?
How could this happen?
By the time we arrived, the first statue had already been damaged. It might be related to that loud crash just now. Lord... So this is the sanctuary of Driftstar Haven. Judging from the devastation, it's clear there was some kind of impact. It must be linked to that loud explosion earlier. Aster!
And...
Miss, your temperament is exactly like Lord Corlon's. Whenever you see someone in trouble...
What?
Aster, you found something?
Yes. They've bled out completely. There's also mineral sand from the stardust jar on the ground. These devices are still running?
These are the remains of the stardust jar. And if the records are accurate, then does that mean the whole sanctuary is actually a crashed spaceship?
This access door. It looks like it needs a controller to operate.
The records mentioned something about an emergency circuit. Let's fix the circuit and get that door open.
Standing before you is none other than the hero who saved countless travelers from danger, journeying across time and space to help the helpless, and guardian of the pioneers of Kylo, Aster. Too bad there aren't any real pixies out there, just grunts like us, bleeding and sweating. I remember an old movie from Ida, where a guy was stranded on a deserted island and started talking to a basket like it was his only friend. Back then, I thought it was ridiculous. But now, I'm not in much better shape. Yeah, ridiculous. Marlon, you really are hilarious. Oh, I'm doing it again. It turns out that story wasn't nonsense. It was a roar of reality itself.
That glowing orb just now. Was that some kind of terminal for recording video logs? SR-2207.
I vaguely remember. SR Operations was an early code name used by Anchor Infinity. After Anchor... Judging by the ship's layout, this should be the supply room.
There's a data terminal on the shelf. And next to it, a painting? It's signed Porter. Who's that supposed to be?
Let's check the terminal for clues first. Looks like another one of Marlon's video logs. This one's dated a bit later than the last.
Spotted some movement on the surveillance monitor. 6 people. One of them is a child. No weapons. No signs of training. They look like refugees who've been driven away from somewhere. There's a pregnant woman. I've started calling her Mara. And the kid with night blindness, I'll just call him L. They don't stand a chance out here. They can't even meet their basic survival needs. Now, I've got enough supplies for myself, and if I gave them a little... What am I thinking? They're only here because I drove them off. Trying to play the good guy now? Bit late for that, huh? What if they find out? Anyway, I'd better keep my distance for now. Last night I dropped off a crate of supplies outside their camp. I sent it through the cargo chute, so they won't know who it's from. I even left them a note. Just some basic survival tips for space pioneers. Stuff like avoiding contamination, keeping the space station clean, and watching out for space-time turbulence when traversing interstellar routes. They know someone's been helping them, but they have no idea who to thank. I convinced them it was Starship Pixie Aster. That show I watched finally came in handy. Need a hand? Leave it to me. But this is the most I can do. If they ever find out I'm the one who drove them here. They seem to think the place where supplies appear is some kind of sanctuary for communicating with the Pixies. So they haven't dared to get too close. Works out for me. If they come any closer, they'll spot the ship for sure. Even though I'm stuck underground and partly hidden by rocks, I'm not exactly invisible. I told them that in this vast universe, meeting like this is precious. They should treasure this connection and protect their new home. It's a total cliche from an old anime show. Corny, yeah, but effective. They've started gathering after dinner, praying for blessings from the Starship Pixie. Elle also drew a portrait of the spaceship Pixie. Turns out his real name's Porter. I kept the drawing. The ship's still busted, so I'm just killing time here. Just whittling the days away.
So that's who the Starship Pixie really is. That means Marlin has been he clearly did something good. So what?
Because deep down, he knows all too well that once the Pixie's guise is stripped...
Ferdo? Is...
You...
We saw the broken stardust jar and followed the trail down here.
No, I'm not.
Is this... the arsenal?
Right. Marlin was on a transport mission. That's why he didn't want the locals...
This kind of military hardware... if they ever leaked it into the outside world...
The boss was right. They are tough.
Stop them! Don't let them get away!
This round's over.
Stop right there.
Aster!
Ferdo! Mr. Jimmy...
boss. That one's on me. I'll let my guard...
This seems to be the innermost room. The pirates got the mecha. We need to get out of here. Fast.
Wait. Over there. Another terminal.
Driftstar Haven must be a major port. Aside from refugees, pirates come poking around from time to time. The ship's self-repair sequence is almost complete. This isn't the time to be worrying about anything else. What about them? What about Aster's story? No. Am I going crazy from watching too many anime shows? This isn't some fictional hero drama. This is real life and death. Time to end the role-playing.
But Ferdo and the folks at Driftstar Haven still believe the story. Could it be?
Let's keep searching for clues.
Order's dead. And some of them were taken. This isn't the work of pirates. This kind of forced removal... I know who did this.
Could it be? Someone from Anchor Infinity?
If only I'd handed out weapons earlier. Or at least warned them. Blue's arsenal has mechas bound for the outpost. I wasn't authorized to touch them, but...
It was the mecha these pirates were after. And Marlin... he had already been wounded.
If I make a move, there's no turning back. Doesn't matter what happens to me. Getting them out comes first. It has to. Must be the wounds from the last fight. Can barely move, let alone pilot those mechas. They've shut down the ship's self-repair system. There's no time left. I've left most of the supplies for them. Even left them a message. True strength and courage come from within. I guess this is it for me. Too bad I never found the courage to tell them. The so-called Starship Pixie was just a pilot hiding underground. A pilot from Anchor Infinity. The very group that drove them out. The story. It wasn't a lie. It was a roar born from reality. And now, whether it's the anime or the legend, Starship Pixie Aster really did exist. There will always be someone out there, moved by that tale, daring to hope again. As for me, I know who I am. I'm Marlin Joshua. A warrior born to help the Kylian people find a new home. And to die protecting someone else's. My vision's getting blurry. This'll be my final lock. Farewell, Aster. Farewell, Driftstar Haven.
The story, it wasn't. You may not have seen the true star, but you were a true warrior, Marlon.
Aster, please help us. You still believe that even now? This ridiculous story.
System test complete. Lifting combat restrictions.
Aster! They need you!
Attack.
Aster!
Attack! Aster!
It's Aster! Aster!
It's you. You saved Driftstar Haven.
Look, I really met the
About that.
The pixie's name wasn't Aster. It was Thank you. Because of you, we now understand our history. However, this will take some time to fully process.
Let us help.
Miss, we'll be there in an hour.
Okay.
I never thought something like this would happen. It's all my fault for acting on my own. The Lord. Miss? Still thinking about the Asher incident? Maybe you just need a little bit—
No, it was a bit unexpected, but I want to go back to the chief as soon as possible.
Yes, understood. Oh? Isn't this— You really went through a lot.
No, actually, it's the other way around. I feel like
Ever since that bastard Dimitri got into trouble, the Lord has entrusted all matters concerning Driftstar Haven to Aster. I never imagined that the usually quiet Aster would be so sharp in business to—
Used as biofertilizer. Unforgivable. Lured them with the Floral Expo. Signal scrambled? Danger. Give you ticket. Help me. Don't go to the floor. Just a kind soul, here to talk you out of making a bad decision.
Welcome to the Mestona Floral Expo. Please present your ticket and I'll register your personal information. Match confirmed. Before you officially begin your Floral Expo tour, Y89. Due to high attendance, our system uses ticket codes for identity verification to make management easier.
If it weren't for that golden tea vine, I'd never set foot in this dump. Even the artificial air smells cheap. If you don't mind, could you keep your distance? People like you trigger...
Oh, my dear, you look... Must be nice, not having to deal with the burden of...
If you move without asking, I can't guarantee I'll be gentle. Why, I'm tending to my poor patient, of course. Now, hold still. There's always a price to pay for a...
Ow! It hurt!
Need to catch your breath? It's safe here for now, so no need for that Pity. I had 3 different opening lines prepared to ease us into this conversation gently. After all, you've already realized there's a problem with those numbers, haven't you?
Is Y89's physical examination report?
Yes, Director Wilder. Just as the records show, Y89 is highly compatible for this.
We can't wait that long. Schedule Y89's neural brain test.
What? On such short... I mean, skipping standard protocols goes against lab regulations, right? You're joking, aren't you? Yeah, try standing up and walking around the lab a bit. It'll help clear your head, and the files in there should help you make sense of what's going on. Once we made contact, Little Spring urgently pulled the keyword Y89 from the external database and generated your archive. That perfect arc. So, do you That would be amazing! Why didn't I think... Researcher Anna. I'll be assisting you with the upcoming inspection of Y89.
There's no need to be so formal, Miss Lechesis. It's so great to see you again. I'm glad we're working together.
You need a calming capsule first? Those hands of yours are shaking a bit too much for such delicate work.
Oh, no, I'm fine. Just really excited to see you again. Oh, wait. I should call your researcher Lechesis at work. Anyway, the director sent me to assist you. I'll do my best. Now, let's go to the internal audit room. I'll support the inspection from outside.
Just as I suspected, Eloise is wary of me. That's why she sent this researcher to watch my every move. I need to stay sharp for the upcoming inspection. I can't let her uncover the—
Researcher Lechesis, please activate the detection device. Now, adjust the photon lens settings according to the parameters for this surgery. We need to confirm whether Y89's physical data matches the stored records and meets the client's expectations.
The real numbers won't quite match those in the Y89 file. To be safe, I'll set the photon lens calibration to 85% of the original. Wait! Oh no!
Please activate the scanner. Wait, what was that sound? Did something happen to Y89? I need to go in there and check.
Researcher Anna, entering the internal audit room during scan violates protocol. Please remain calm. There was just a conflict between the device's secondary settings, which I've already corrected.
Oh, I see. Glad you stopped me. I nearly panicked. Let's keep going. Once the scan's done, you're free to come out. All done. That noise earlier really gave me a scare, but thanks to you, everything went smoothly. By the way,
chatting with her should delay this. Turning down someone like you feels almost
great! Please just call me Anna from now.
Wait a second. Don't tell me. You're that Anna Fran who fainted in my—
Why do you only remember the bad stuff about me? My image of you is filtered through like that sweet smile you gave me while looking at the specimens in an antiseptic fluid, the calm way you handled emergencies when patients were on the brink of brain death.
Oh yeah, psst. Guess what? I heard the Outreach Bureau really messed up. Director Wilder tore into them in the meeting just now.
I thought she was yelling at the test group. They haven't delivered anything lately, and she's banking on this project to snag a promotion. Let's just lay low for the next few—
Sounds like you found the detention cell. It's where they keep the failed test subjects. That's why the temperature is so low. Remember that injection fluid I mentioned earlier? That miracle medicine Helix Bio is so proud of? If it's not customized exactly to the patient's condition and dosage, this is the result. But they couldn't give up the huge profits, so they tailored treatments for the high-paying clients. That means using patients with similar features as test subjects first. Oh, right. Just a heads up, I've noticed Eloise doesn't carry the storage bay key on her. She probably leaves it somewhere in her office. She's in a meeting right now, so you should have enough time to search her office.
useless idiots all belong in a med-waste dump. The recent drop in incoming test subjects is definitely your fault.
What? Got it. Just hide somewhere and hang in there. I'll think of something. I found some anomalies in the sample data. I need to report them to the director now. I'll print the report and discuss our options with her. Please head back for now.
That wraps up the first scan for Y89. Thanks so much for your help, Miss Lechesis.
A momentary lapse.
Director Wilder.
Call me Eloise.
Eloise.
Brings back memories, doesn't it? I thought we'd never have a calm Honestly, I still don't really know why you left.
Eloise left after receiving an emergency message. I don't know why. Caution is always a good thing, especially now. Alright, during yesterday, if I remember correctly, that researcher's name was... Something important? What did you find in the database? Wait, what are you... That actually lines up with some of my memories. Wait, what? That's... But what kind of person would keep that research all this time? My parents used to tell me that on our distant home, when you're lost chasing your dreams, just watching those flowers sway in the wind could calm even the... Because, honestly, I'm not as strong as you think. Back when I left Brighton, when... Anyway, thank you for telling me the truth.
I knew the neighboring team's budget should have been split so I could buy a new device.
Researcher Carl, Director Wilder sent me to assist you.
Help me? You must be that newbie Raphael, right? I know the director thinks highly of you, but that doesn't mean you can just butt into my... Ah!
I've done lots of maintenance on clinic equipment before. Let me take a look.
Whew. You fixed it? Huh. Well, not bad, I guess.
Director Wilder thinks I can help you with this project. Of course, if you want to bother Director Wilder and ask her about it, be my guest. But just be prepared for the
consequences? Come on! There's no way the director would do that to me. But then again, bothering her over something this trivial might be a bit much. So
he really does have the password. Now how do I get it?
Don't think I'll cut you any slack just because the director likes you. You can start by organizing the records for test-
Sorting data, huh? As an assistant, I'm happy to take on this task. But before that, shouldn't the lead For example, I noticed in 2 reports taken only 12 hours apart, the exact same test results. In tip-top shape. I feel like I just received a whole... You snuck into the lab, dodged the guards, uncovered the truth, and destroyed the villain's ultimate weapon. So... Eloise, huh? When it comes... Of course I did my best to perform the surgery. I'm a doctor, not a reserve counsel whose memory... Kind of like that time I reattached a pirate's arm after he lost it fighting off a Queen Xeno. A message from Eloise? Eloise isn't the type to joke about something like this. Wait here to...
I could really use a shot of relaxant right now. Why did the director suddenly order a backup?
I'm right outside the storage bay. Not sure where the nearby guards have gone, but once you're done, just step out the front door and meet me.
You must have thought you'd slip away before I noticed. Leaving my esteemed guest stashed still won't do it? Do you even know what you're doing?
I'm doing what I have to do. Kylomed Protocol, Article 79. Show compassion and respect the patient's right to be healed. Do everything you can to help them. I mean, sure, I get compliments that my smile is scary, but all in all, I think I've done a decent job living up to that rule.
I can't believe you still remember that boring old code. You're really willing to throw away your future for that tiny clinic. Patients who could barely pay their bills. And that worthless or—
Sounds like we've got very different ideas about what worthless really means.
Do I need to spell it out for you, my dear Lechesis? Pick up that scalpel in front of you and help me finish this research project. In return, I'll secure you a hefty bonus. Then you'll be free to solve breakthrough after breakthrough in medicine, climbing to heights you've only dreamed of. Maybe these are things you'll never find in the Or-Zero Zone. No matter how hard you try, you'll never reach that level on your own. Or would you prefer I retell that little cautionary tale about your parents? They threw themselves into researching a cure for Starstone Syndrome. And what did they gain from it? They ran out of funding and collapsed right before the finish line, leaving me to— They thought they could be heroes and save the Or-Zero Zone? That hard work alone could match the power of real financial backing? They weren't noble. They were naive to the point of stupidity. In any case, reality has already proved everything. I was right all along.
Enough! I said that's enough!
So you finally understand my intentions?
Yeah, your intentions are—
You've finally come around.
No, your intentions are—
What did you say?
The reasons you're giving me, and even the reasons you gave yourself for choosing this path, are all so pathetic.
Pathetic? You mean those people in the Or-Zero Zone? They eat tasteless nutrient paste, scrape together a few credits, then rot away in the Or-Zero Zone feeling small. Wouldn't giving that kind of life to me and letting me turn it into something greater be the best thing they could do? It's an honor for them. A chance to turn their worthless space trash lives into something meaningful. Don't worry. I won't forget their contribution. Once it's all over, I'll give this ruin a polite bow from afar.
So to you, Starstone Syndrome patients, past and present, aren't worth more than a few citations in your papers, right? You don't see patients in need. You see an endless supply of test subjects and credits. Not medical problems to solve, just more money and empty prestige. That's why you can experiment on innocent people without a second thought, and that's why you stole my parents' research without guilt. You even told me lie after lie, telling me again and again that their decision to leave the Brighton Zone was foolish and wrong.
What's that supposed to mean? No, wait. Who told you all this? You looked at the files I kept in my cabinet, didn't you? Answer me, Lechesis Raphael!
The answer to that question doesn't matter. What does matter is this. Have you ever stopped to consider that everything you've clung to might just be one big joke? The treatment you released for Starstone Syndrome was built entirely on my parents' research. Expensive devices and mountains of credits can't create medical marvels. The only thing that matters is the belief that every life deserves to be treated like a life.
So you found out. I should have seen this coming. You really are their daughter, spouting the same stupid nonsense. I gave you so many chances. I invited you to my lab, let you make up for your mistake by doing the operation. And you still cling to this idiotic conviction? You still choose this—
Idiotic? Honestly, I don't think I've ever made a clearer, more right decision. Even though I was trapped in your web of lies, I never gave up on what my parents stood for. I never abandoned a single life.
Looks like there's nothing left to discuss. Restrain her. Strap. Poor, foolish Lechesis. Time for that Who? So you're Lechesis' little sidekick, huh? I was going to deal with her first and figure out a fitting way for you to die. But now that I think about it, having 2 fresh brains for this experiment might make for a perfect control group. Useless fools do? No. What?
This... No, there's one last thing.
I never imagined I'd end up defeated by you. If you're planning to gloat, get it over with. I can feel my life slipping away. So this is what fragility really feels like.
Don't say stupid things like that. I won't let you die so easily. Can you grab me the hemo stop over there? You understand me surprisingly well. Until Eloise faces true judgment, I won't let her die in front of me.
What a joke. I've lost all reason to live. Even if I survive, I'll only be a disgrace to the Wilder family.
You still can't let go of that mindset. Is the value of life something you can measure with just a few empty words? Too bad I'm not a judge in the courtroom. If I were, I'd sentence you to the harshest punishment immediately. Hell, I wish I were the most despicable galaxy pirate. Then I'd never let you catch another breath.
You hopeless idealist. I can't believe I'm about to be saved by someone like you.
Until you face real punishment, every breath and heartbeat will be filled with this pain. And I don't think that day is far off. I don't care if you get thrown into a black hole by those Helix Bio scoundrels later, or stand in a dog and get spat on. But right now, standing here, I can... It's over. Or maybe it's not. There's still so much to do. I've got stacks of research to go through. That looks familiar. Seems like no matter how harsh the environment gets,